I know it's been a while, been quiet. Someone told me neza blesswa na niende hell. That's when I realized that I was an actor. So I took time off, went behind the scenes to allow God to work on my character. Because if there's one thing I want to be remembered for in this world is being a real one. No more masks. So for those who thought that I was done, don't worry. It wasn't a full stop. It was just a comma. The wordsmith has been awakened. He woke up when I was low, all hope gone, suicidal thoughts, thinking about taking my life. Thankfully, I had already taken my life and given it to Christ. He's the reason I sleep at night. The only thing I'm hanging is my net, cause he gives sleep to his beloved. Psalm 127. He woke up when I felt like a wreck, like a car that had just gotten into an accident. But instead of being marked as a write-off, the wordsmith decided to write off the experience. Cause in life, pain is a rite-off passage. It's how you get into this world, it's part of living in it, and it's how people leave it when their time here is done. Jesus said, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. John 16:33. So someone go tell the devil he's going to have to try another one, not this man. Jesus already hanged on the cross for me, so the only thing I'm killing is negativity. My big bro told me that thoughts become things, so now when I wake up, I woke up to the mirror, stand right in front of it and speak everything I want to see. As NF said, if you don't believe in yourself, no one will. That doesn't mean human beings don't have shortcomings. People make mistakes. Mistakes don't make people. I got that from Jim Quick's book, Limitless. So I no longer blame myself. Failing doesn't mean that you're a failure. It just means there's something you could have done better or different. Turned 23 recently. I must admit there are a lot of things that have changed within. Life is so unpredictable. But then again, if it wasn't, it wouldn't be interesting. I used to believe that life was all about me. If I was happy, then that was it. But reality hit when I discovered that God had brought me on this earth to live for others. I could spend so much money on anything that would bring me pleasure. But one day I asked myself a question: what have I done for anyone other than myself? And it wasn't even about giving cash. It was about giving self, giving a part of you that's more valuable than gold, time, genuine concern. You see, God sacrificed his one and only son for me, but I take that blood for granted and continue sinning, never stopping to think about what it must have cost him, the sacrifice he made, the beating, the nails, all of that before I was even born, so that I wouldn't have to bear the weight of my transgressions. But guess what happens when temptation comes? I go along, not giving it a second thought. All about me. Doesn't matter how much God has invested in me. From 0 to 23, food, love, clothes, fees, the memories, the good plan he has in store. Jeremiah 29:11. All I had to do was stick with him. And the sad part is that even after begging him not to give up on me, I still mess up not considering the pain I cause him. I used to see God as getting angry when I sinned, but it's only until I pictured him getting hurt that I understood the extent of what I did. Finally, now I understand. I understand the effect my life has on God, on others, the one who loves with an everlasting love. Zephaniah 31. Now I understand what it means to ask for forgiveness and how painful it is for God to forgive and watch me do the same things for years, hoping that I'll see. But now I understand the weight of saying I'm sorry, what it actually means, what actions should follow it. I was talking with a friend of mine called Shish. She told me that people become what they spend most of their time with. Gave an example of King David. Spent a lot of his time with a sling, and guess what he used to kill Goliath? The same thing. Everyone has a sling. That person or thing we turn to when a Goliath threatens us can be drugs, sex, alcohol, sleep, etc. Name it. But I've decided to let my sling be God, cause every other thing works on the body, but God works on the heart. And what's a good body with a bad heart? Listen to me. Life stings sometimes, but God won't test you beyond your strength. Corinthians 10:13. If he makes you go through something, it's because he knows you can handle it. Don't turn to things or people because they can be seen and he cannot. Make God real to you like I did. Before I sit, I pull out 2 chairs, one for me, one for him, and I invite him to take a seat beside me. I was afraid of being alone, so on my bed I have 2 pillows, one for me, one for him. Read the Bible. Bible, it has every answer you need. And if you're like me, remember that you're not alone. Don't lose hope. There's a God in heaven who loves you dearly, no matter where you are or what you're facing. Goliath was a giant, but he was on earth, and the earth is God's footstool. Isaiah 66:1. So your giant in his eyes is an ant. Be patient. Trust him. Whatever it is, it will pass. I have experienced it firsthand. That's why I now understand. I guess that's it for now. God loves you so much. Never forget that.